The views expressed on this program are those of the producers and individuals appearing on this program and do not necessarily reflect the views of the Sun Prairie Media Center staff, its video service providers, or the staff and elected officials of the City of Sun Prairie.
You are now listening to the Allen and DJ Show on 103.5 FM WLSP-LP, Sun Prairie, Wisconsin. We're here to talk about self-improvement, lifestyle, and becoming the very best version of yourself.
You're now listening to the Allen and DJ Show.
Yo, 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 Milwaukee, Sun Prairie, and all the surrounding areas. Y'all know what time it is, man. It's time for the Allen and DJ Show. And you know I'm Allen.
And this is your boy, DJ.
What's going on, y'all?
I'm good, man.
How y'all feeling, man? Y'all good?
Yeah.
We got the best producer in the town on the ones and twos, William freaking J. Smith. Yeah.
How you doing, though?
Man. Sun Prairie gas station, please forgive me. I died over the counter today. Because I saw a little baby deer come around the gas station. And she's like, did he just died over the counter? I apologize. Please forgive me. I apologize. I know y'all tired of me, and y'all got this big old picture of me like this. Like, when you see this guy, don't let him in. He's wanted. Please. I apologize. And thank y'all for the extra security that y'all have for me. And y'all walk me out to the car and everything. I appreciate y'all so much. But, I don't want to talk about that because that's yeah. So, today, we're finna tighten it up a little bit. We finna get y'all what y'all been wanting to hear. How to get into show business.
Oh, this is going to be a good one, man.
Dun-dun-dun. I'm an actor. So today, we're going to talk about how to get into show business. And, we're just going to give you some points on what you can do to, guide yourself in the correct way. Because we was doing it at first the incorrect way because it's part of learning.
And like what we're going to also do is we're going to give you a little bit of insight of like, how we got into the show business as well. But we're going to add some professional tips on like what to do, and we're going to give you some tips on what not to do.
Exactly. So, so I'm going to go with bullet point number 1. You have to know what type of actor you are.
Oh, yeah. You definitely got to know what type of actor you are. And give me a minute, Al, and let me break this down because it's like at least 5 different types of actors that you want to be. And then like I'm going to go off and explain the definitions of each one, and then I'm going to kick it back to you.
Okay.
To see, like, if you got anything to add, then I'm going to tell you what path you should take.
Gotcha.
Right? So I'm going to jump off into it by saying, like, there are 4 different types of actors. One is a personality actor. One is a creative actor. One is a chameleon actor. And one is a non-professional actor. And let me give you a definition of each one. The personality actor, basically, they use their own personality to bring life into the character that they're playing. Sure. The creative actor, what they do is they're the actor that goes against their own personality, and they just play the role that they play. The chameleon actor is the person who plays a wide variety of unrealistic roles. And the non-professional actor, they also add realism to their stories. So even though like they're playing a role, they'll add some type of real life situation to their character.
Yeah. And, I have acting coaches talk to us about that, like identify what type of actor do you want to be. And think of, like, let's say if you have to play a role where you're crying, they want you to think of, like, the most dramatic moment. And that's what usually helps me out. Like, I think of some of, like, the most dramatic moments that I've been through in my life, and it helps me out. and it helps me embody that role. You know what I'm saying? But when you also becoming like a method actor, you know, you really gotta be careful with that because you could take that character home, and it can hurt and ruin relationships. So, like, DJ's gonna kick it off on that part in a little bit, but I'll just give you like the rough edges around it. You know, like when I say know what type of actor you want to be, like I always say, it's many different types of actors you can be. I'm more a comedy drama. You know what I'm saying? Because I like to play serious roles and I can be funny. So, you know, like when an agent asks me, okay, well, what type of actor are you? You should automatically know, hey, this is what I am. And this is what I could do. Not that I can't play any role, because I can play any role. But you got to be careful with the type of roles that you get. Like, if you're playing a childhood star your whole life, you know, you'll most definitely be typecasted as that, which makes it a little bit more harder to navigate through the business.
Absolutely. And now I'm going to talk a little bit about the actor's path or career path that they should take based on the role that you have. Like, you got film actors where, like, they do basically movies, independent films, and feature films. And you got the episodic actors where, like, they basically do TV series, TV shows, and all that goes into like seasons and stuff like that, like season 1, season 2, and all that. Then you got the theater actors where they doing stage plays, and a lot of them end up going like Broadway. Then you have the voice actors where, like, a lot of people don't talk a lot about those, but they're very important too, because like that's where you get your cartoons, your voice recordings, your video games, your audio books, all that type of stuff. And that's important because that's another avenue to where, like, you can make money without being seen all the time.
And it's so underrated.
It is. And then you got the commercial actors where, like, they do national commercials, ads, and billboards. And then you got the character actors where they play unusual and eccentric characters. And, like, they're the characters that play particularly physical. They have, like, the physical traits to, like, basically match a certain identity or an offbeat personality.
Sure. And, you know, I always say when coming to knowing what type of actor that you want to be, also be multi-dimensional, you know. Like, like I tell people, like, learn the film side of things, learn the media side of things. It's like what we're doing right now. You know, like, always keep taking classes to keep, like, harnessing and sharpening your skills. Whether if you singing, acting, writer, whatever you are, just making you more of a triple threat, and you more to be accessible to roles, and knowing that any type of roles that if you want to embody, you most definitely can. Yeah. But number 2, professional photo shoot.
Yeah.
You got to get professional photos, man. And I'm going to give us a backstory on this one. Oh, man.
I'll go ahead and tell them, man.
Whew, what was this, like 2000 and maybe 11? Okay. Was doing theater at the time.
Yep.
You know, the big theater company. I'm saying it like that. And I needed some some photos done bad. I was trying to pull you into it around that time. And you're like, hey man, bro, like that ain't me. I said, nah, DJ, like, you got something. So, you know, a student did our photos for us. Like, she got the grade, you know what I'm saying, and we didn't get paid, but, you know, we got photos out of it because we basically helped each other out is what we needed. Yeah. And man, I remember going into a bigger talent agency, and this one we was just like really green behind the ears. And she looked and she said, "What is this?" I said, "I'm happy." I'm like, "These are photos, and you see this one right here. I got my headshot right there." She said, "Half your head is cut out of the picture, and then you got like a lot of white stuff on your black shirt, like linen stuff like that." So like the pictures picked up the linen. And I'm like, "Oh God, she killing me at this point." And then she was like, "Why is your hands all above your face like this?" And no, sir, this is not a headshot. She was just killing us, and like I think you was waiting to go in after me. Yeah. And it was like, dang, bro, she tough. I was like, man. She's like, nope. These 4x6s, they should be 8x10s. Nope. I'm like, man, like, duh. Because everybody got chosen and we did. I'm like, what's going on?
Yeah, with my photos, like you can see like the shadows in the background.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Unless I was holding the jacket like this in the background.
You can see a picture of me and the shadow of the picture of me.
Man, like that was so embarrassing, dude. And then with one of my I think one of my full body shots, it wasn't a full body shot. And I was like, man, like, did she set us up for failure? Like, all kind of stuff running across my mind. But what we basically trying to say is get professional photos done. Like, you don't have to pay an arm and a leg to get some professional photos done. And you can look at your local consumer retail market. And you can look online. They got all different types of photographers that'll charge you a little bit of nothing. I would advise you just to get a photo shoot done and make sure the photos are very professional. You don't want to be like us when we started out.
Yeah, that's very bad.
Yeah, it was horrible. Like, I heard her in there snapping, and she didn't play no games, man. Like, that was one of the most toughest talent agents I ever saw.
Yeah. Yeah. Now I'm gonna give y'all like what you should look for when it comes down to an actual photo shoot.
Just give it to a DJ.
So basically, like for an actual photo shoot, like you want to have great lighting, and you also want to have a great photographer that can also bring out the best in you. Like some photographers are good, but some photographers that separate you from separate other photographers from other photographers is that the fact that they could bring out characteristics that other photographer couldn't bring out in you.
Yeah.
So for Will, his photographer brings out characteristics in him that he really likes, as opposed to like your photographer that you're going to may not bring those characteristics out in Will, but they bring them out in you.
Exactly.
And then you also got to have the area that you take your photos in. It got to be a good area with great lighting. Then your posing is what also is key too.
Most definitely.
Because like that can make or break pictures. Your smile, sometimes even like your outfits can mess up the quality of the picture as well.
Exactly.
And like we were saying before, like where the pictures were bad because you could see the shadows and stuff like that. Yeah. It also can go with the quality of the camera.
Yeah, that's why you gotta really find a good photographer. Like you don't have to spend an arm and a leg to find one, but you really need a good photographer because like your posing techniques is everything. Mm-hmm. Like knowing your angles. Like you should know your angles before they can even tell you.
Yep.
Like, hey, look, I look better from my left side. Not that you can catch some pictures from my right side, but like my left side really make me stand out. And one thing I learned in photos was like I had too many pictures of me smiling all the time, and I think a talent agent was like, okay, we know you got a great smile. Mm-hmm. We need some more dramatic pictures as well. So you most definitely want to have a different like a range of pictures from you playing like a mysterious character. Mm-hmm. You looking like you could play a doctor. You looking like you could be a cop. Mm-hmm. You look like you could be a nurse. You look like you could be a criminal. You know what I mean? Like, and why would a criminal be smiling? Like, I mean, not saying he can't smile with a crazy laugh, but like when I look at a criminal, you're looking at a dark, mysterious, gory type of guy. So, that's what you want to embody in your photo shoot. So if I was a casting director and I'm looking at these photos, I'd be like, wow, I like this guy right here or I like her right here. And I think I want to get them an audition just off the fact that, I like what I see.
Yeah. And then like to add to that, Al, like you also want to know the type of photos to present to agents because that is very important because the agents want to see a commercial look and they want to see a theatrical look. A theatrical look is where you are smiling and you showing like your dimples and stuff like that. But then the commercial look is more of a serious look and where like you could book like modeling jobs and stuff like that.
Exactly. And like and with them like a commercial look, like you ever seen someone may have like a half smile, mm-hmm. They might just look like, you know what I mean? Just like more like, but like it's like your eyes is telling the story.
Yep.
Like, and that's what they're looking for, like originality. Like, they don't want the pictures looking like you're trying too hard or looking like you're constipating. Like, You know what I'm saying? So you know, like you want to be like original as possible, and have fun with your photo shoot. I tell everybody, don't go in there so uptight. Have fun with your photo shoot, and you must be able to take direction.
Yep.
Because taking direction is going to give you the best outcome of your photo shoot.
Yep.
But number 3, a lot of people skip over this. So
Yeah.
if I was going to an audition, DJ,
Yeah.
how can I go to an audition with great pictures?
Mm-hmm.
My resume could be flawless.
Mhm.
But I don't have a demo reel to present to the agent. How does that look?
That kind of looks bad, especially for like directors and stuff like that, because now with a demo reel, that's what they're looking for, because they don't want to just look at your face and see like, okay, you did all this work, but they want to see it in action. They want to see the proof. Like they like we say where we live, we want to see receipts.
Yeah. So, you know, if I was a casting director, so now let's say you kind of made the big stage to the, like, let's say 1 out of 10, you at a 7 now. So now you're halfway home. So I'm interested in you now. So now I want to see what your talent is. So do you guys, so like if an agent asks you, well, hey, look, are we interested in meeting with you next week? Do you have a demo reel that you can present to us? You should always say yes.
Mm-hmm.
You know, or like at least I would say go self-tape something. But like you should always have a demo reel of like some of your past work that you've done, because then you can show them, hey, I can play many different roles. I can broaden out my range in many different ways, and I can embody many different type of characters. Whatever you want me to be, I can be it. And that's showing like your body of work, and to me, it shows that you're serious about your craft, because you got this commercial, and this TV series that you've been in. And no, like you don't have to cut out a whole movie scene with you in it, but you need like little snippets of like your best acting.
Like your highlights or something like that.
Basically, like, yes, so basically like a DJ, you was an athlete.
Yeah.
So you had like plenty highlight reels in the past.
Yeah.
So it's basically like your best highlight reels.
Yeah, basically. And like you remember, Al, where we went to this movie premiere of the movie that we did.
Yeah.
Like I'm not gonna say the movie, but like when we went to the premiere and we talked to the actual like director, she was basically saying like, yeah, to cast y'all in my future films, like I'm gonna need a demo reel, but
Yeah.
like just send that over to me and I'll be able to put y'all in my next film.
And that's when we knew it was serious. Cause
Yeah.
it was like a demo reel. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I
So
was like, I ain't never did that.
right. and then okay, and let's just say worst case scenario that you don't know how to come up with a demo reel, but like you got all these amazing highlights, then pay someone.
Yep.
Or ask a close friend, hey, can you edit some shots for me? I'm trying to create a demo reel that I can present to a talent agent. And I'm quite sure somebody will help you, you know, because you want your best foot forward, your best effort. You want your best acting in your demo reel. And you want to show that, hey, I can play many different characters and I can embody many different roles. Mm-hmm. But number 4, a lot of people don't do this, and you need to start doing this.
You do.
Keeping your resume current.
Yeah, I remember we had trouble with this for a while too.
Exactly.
Like-
That's why I said it like that, because we got yelled at a lot.
Yeah, and like what you want to do when you build your resume, like you want to update your height, you want to update your weight, you want to also update the skills and the new roles that you took on within that particular resume. You also want to put your age on there, because like you do get older, dude.
Right.
So you gotta
Right.
put your age on there. Like you put your age that you like you 25, but you really 28. They gonna look at like how you look now and be like, that brother don't look like he 25.
Right.
Even though you got 25 on your resume. But also update your photos. Like what they make us do is when we update our resume is like they want us to update our photo. When we update our photos, we basically have to do it every 3 years based on the standards of the agency.
And some prefer you to do it every year,
Yep.
depending on if it's a smaller market, because people could change a lot in a year. Some people might have grown a beard, or some people might have cut their beard, or some people might have grown long hair. Some people might have dyed their hair, or some people might have lost weight or gained weight.
Mm-hmm.
So they currently always want you to stay, okay, let's see how you looking, because it's a market and a lane for everybody.
Yep.
So, you know, like they always want to see, okay, send us a current resume or update your resume to the current status that it needs to be at. And let's keep getting some photos in, like every year, or like if you're doing a bigger market, I could say you can go as long as maybe 2 to 3 years.
Yep.
Because like anything outside of 2 years, you're really pushing it. Because a lot, come on now, it's changed since then.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to look like I was 30 years old. You know, I do look young, but I'm not going to look like I was 30 years old. So I'm like, man, hold on a minute.
Yep.
They looking at you again, and then some, like, stop thinking casting directors are crazy, because they not. They're very smart. They'll look and be like, hey, you took this picture about 3 or 4 years ago.
Oh, yeah.
What you gonna do? You gonna go in there and laugh? You know what I'm saying? Because the reason why we saying this, because we made a lot of mistakes in the beginning. So we trying to help you guys, you know, like, I want to say try to keep like a tight seal so you won't make the mistakes that we did. You know, like, and I ain't gonna lie to you. Along this journey, yeah, you're gonna make a few on here, but the goal is to minimize them as much as you can. So keep your resume current, so they can constantly keep sending them out there to casting directors. Hey, this is what she look like right now. Because I would tell you this if I get an alley hoop to DJ. If you come to an audition, and let's say your picture got a beard and everything, low cut beard, or let's say long hair beard. So your hair long, then like all of a sudden I asked you to come in for an audition, and now you got a bowl cut. Dog, it's not the guy in the picture. Like, what's going on? Oh yeah, you know, I decided to come here. Well, then, did you decide to get new photos? Nah. You know, they just said
You come off as a fraud.
So now you coming off as a fraud, and then now that casting director gonna call your agent. Hey, you said he had long hair and a ponytail, and then now he got a short cut, and that's not what we asked for, because we needed him for this particular role. Now we got to find somebody else. So then now you get a lot of agents send out rush auditions. Let's do this audition, and we got to get this audition out by tomorrow because of somebody messed up.
Yep. And like, I'm gonna add to that. When you're also updating your resume, it's based also on the agency that you're with as well. Like, when you first started to get into the agency, like, you could build your resume how you want to build it, but once you get picked at an agency, they're going to format it the way that they want you to format it to fit their actual agency, because every agency format is different based on the agency that you're with. And then also with that, never put background work on your resume. Never,
because it don't matter. Trust me. You remember when we was going to go, we was going for our first agent.
Yeah.
Back in, I think it was 2018. And I'm geeked. Like, I'm thinking I'm the man, because I got 3 sheets of paper with everything on it. I was like, yeah, I got this. She said, first off, they on 3 sheets of paper.
Yep.
Front to back. This don't matter. This don't matter. Background actor. This don't matter. Nobody cared about this right here because you was an extra. That doesn't matter. And I'm like, man, what the heck? She stripped my stuff down to about maybe a full sheet.
Yep.
Because casting directors don't care about background acting. Background acting don't prove to me that you can act. It proved that you could take direction. I actually want to see you acting something. So that's what matters, or modeling. Like, they want to see you modeling in something.
Yep.
So, you know, like, you most definitely want to, you know what I'm saying, don't want to put that on your resume, because that's not going to matter. And try to stay, unless you're going into, like, the theater world, but if you want to get into television and film, you don't want to have too much theatrical stuff on your portfolio neither, because I learned that the hard way.
Yeah, she stripped you good of that. You had plenty of stuff on there.
She stripped me down to my socks. Oh, my gosh, she stripped me down, man.
Yeah, she stripped you naked, bro.
Man, like, yours looked longer than mine. I'm like, how's this possible, man?
Yeah.
I'm like, how's this possible? I'm like, I'm the actor here.
Yep.
And like, he had 5 things more than me. You know, I'm petty. I'm like, he got 5. What? Man, come on, man. Man, I went back up there arguing with her. I'm like, but how you get? Because this doesn't matter. This doesn't matter. And dude's like, hey, bro, stop. We make her change her mind. But that's just like the competitive nature of me. But nah, like But to lay all jokes aside, though, guys, like like some of that stuff doesn't really matter. Now, if you're going into the, I would say like the theater world, and you're going into like that type of a union, then yeah, by all means, go for it, because they want to see stuff like that. Not that you can't put it on your resume, like you can put it on there a little bit, but you don't want to overflood it, just to just to make it look like you really done a lot. Because that's when the demo reel come in at. Okay, then I create a demo reel and send it to me.
Yep.
You got to be able to have all that stuff ready and ready to go.
And then the fifth bullet point is like, get an agent, man.
Ooh. Get an agent.
Please get an agent.
Get an agent.
Because like what they'll do is they basically help you book like roles that you wouldn't have been able to book on your own. And like whatever type of actor you are is based on the agency that you basically work under.
Most definitely.
Yep. And then like what they'll also do is like instead of you sitting there waiting on them every single day, or calling them so you don't bother them, because our agent don't want us to even call them. Like they like if we got you in for a role, or if we feel like you fit a role, we'll call you. Don't call us to ask for work. So what they'll do, since a lot of people don't get stuff right away, and instead of them just sitting there, what they'll also give us is like active sites that we can go on, like acting sites and stuff like that, where like we could submit our own stuff, but they'll still get the credit because of the fact that we still represented by them.
Yep. So like the DJ trying to say as well is like they get the credit. But if you found your own work, the good part about it is the money you make is all yours.
Absolutely.
But what they find for you, depending on the market. So I want to say with the Milwaukee market to Green Bay, I think it's 10 to 15%. Then any bigger market could be 20 to 25%, like Chicago, so on and so forth. And so like with bigger markets, they tend to find you more stronger and bigger giant roles. And it'd be like your most popular TV series that you guys will know.
Yeah.
And it'll really, so let's say if this is paying you probably $1,495, then your agent takes 20% off, then the rest of the earnings is yours. Mm-hmm. And people always say, well, when I'm going to get my money? Well, Now, depend on the agent and depend on the casting director in the company. That could take anywhere between 30 to 90 days.
Absolutely.
And I know, guys, you got to bear with me. That's why you got to constantly keep yourself busy, because it could take anywhere between 30 to 90 days before you start seeing any type of equity. But it is coming. But you got to get an agent, because you can't go to your local consumer.
Yep.
And you saying, hey, you know what? I like to be in a commercial. Can I be in a burger commercial? What? Man, get out of here. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, they're going to look at you like that, because that's not what you're supposed to do. That's not the way to get on TV. In order to get to those type of people and get to that type of a level of status, you have to get an agent.
Yep. And an agent doesn't get paid until you get paid. So when they take their 10 or 20% out it's based on whatever state you're in as well. And the percentages is based on whatever state you're in. And when they do take that amount out, then you get the rest of that cut. And like, I'm going to tell you like how to actually get an agent right now. Basically what you want to do before you get an agent is build your resume up, dude. Even if you got to do some stuff for free, build your resume up as much as you can so you can have something to present to the agent. Second of all, you want to match what they're looking for. So look on the site and look at what they're looking for and characteristics and traits that they want before you even go to the audition. Because you got some people that go to that try to like submit for stuff or submit for like an agency, and they don't even fit the qualities that they need.
Exactly.
And then you also want to You want to actually send their information to them. Then you want to also send the 8x10 photos to them. Then after you send all that to them, if they like you, then you come in with an audition with a monologue.
There you go.
Prepared.
There you go. Because you could turn them off, like once you send like your material over. So now let's take it from this direction. So now you got it all together. Now you like Alan, you like DJ, you like William J. Smith. Now you got it all together. Now you got your demo reel, you got your professional resume, you got your 8x10 pictures. Now you like, okay, I need to go get an agent. Mm-hmm. So now we going to that point where we're finna go get this talent agent. Now this is the hardest part because we really went through it to try to get there.
Oh yeah.
Especially William J. Smith, and his story is coming soon. Like I never seen nobody take a beating like Will did.
Yeah.
So like that shows resilient to me. So getting an agent is not easy because it just depends on the different times of the season what they're looking for. Like they could want somebody that's a little heavier set this season. Mm-hmm. Next season they might just be looking for a model type of guy or maybe like a modeling type of chick or maybe like your average girl or guy next door. You don't know what they're looking for. So, you just got to keep trying your luck. But so let's say now you got all this stuff together and now you're at that point where you want to find an agent. Mm-hmm. You pass your material to them and you don't pester them no more. They don't like phone calls. They don't want you emailing them 1,000 times. Hey, did you look at my stuff? Okay, so what do you think? Hey, I know I called you about 3 days ago, but I just wanted to say what you should notice when you're gonna turn them off. Yep. I promise. I guarantee you're gonna turn them off because what they always tell us: if we like you, we will call you.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Don't email us. Some even have it on their websites.
Yeah.
Agents, like you go look at some agents' websites and you'll see it. If we like you, we either will follow up with a phone call or email, and we'll proceed to go further from there.
Yep. And like this is one thing that we had to learn on the way, and we messed up a lot on this, and we shouldn't have did this, but we ended up finding our first agent doing this, but we advising people not to do this because because that's the requirements now. Like they don't want you to do this. And what I'm about to say is they never go, and we did this a lot, Al.
Exactly.
Never go to an agent's location unless they ask you to. Period. Because what it does is that it makes you look unprofessional.
Man, whew. And how many times did we do that? We bumped our head and say, ouch.
We did that a lot.
A lot. Rainstorms, you name it. Like, I don't.
Hey, Al, you probably even had one where like you gave them the resume and you heard them shoot it in the garbage.
Oh, man. Mm-hmm. So it was another modeling company. I'm going to say it like that. Mm-hmm. Me, Will, DJ went up in there. They really didn't want us to do this no way. Mm-hmm. But they took the time out to listen to us, heard what we had to say. And at the time, I'm extra thirsty. I'm gonna be honest with you. I needed an agent, because it was getting to the point where like a lot of people starting to give up on us. They weren't believing in us no more. So I went in there to the big modeling company, gave her my portfolio, and she gave me like one of them like one of the most strange looks. Mm-hmm. And then she was like, okay, I'll take a look at it, and if we like it, we'll give you a call. It was kind of like dry. I was like, okay. So then as I turned around, as it was going like gearing towards the elevator, I heard it go like, oh, my heart could just ripped out of my chest. I want to go back in there and just snap. And DJ was like, nah, bro, we got to keep it moving. Yep. We got to keep it moving. And I wanted that one so bad that I think like the whole ride, I just like wasn't the same no more. You know what I'm saying? Because what I'm trying to say is don't do it like that. Don't go to them pestering them, or don't go to them like going to their location not unless you've been asked to come by interview, phone call, or via text or via email. If they're saying, hey, we'd like to have a meet and greet with you or like a look-see, then that's when you show up. Other than that, you should never come on like unannounced. Like, you're gonna really turn them off. And sometimes they won't forget your face, so don't ever do that.
Yep.
And brings us to another point, man. Networking with the industry.
Oh yeah, this is a good one too, because what it does is like it connects you with directors, actors, agents, producers, athletes, CEOs, music, and media centers. And what it does is like it builds your connections with these type of people to where like if they need you for any type of project, they could easily call you.
Exactly.
Instead of looking the other direction.
Exactly. And get into like I was, like I started off by doing theater.
Okay.
So like I was a theater actor, but I was involved in a community with theater. Like you had like some type of African dancing. I was just like being involved in like networking events. Remember like certain networking events we would go to like all around southern, eastern Wisconsin. Sometimes we go out to Illinois, Indiana. We was trying to connect and mingle with other actors, and we was trying to network so that way when certain future projects came up, they remembered you. They said, "Oh, well, you know what? Let me call John Doe or John Dane, or let me call the cat down the road."
Yeah.
I remember this guy, or like I remember this particular young lady coming out, and she really blew me away with her performance the other night, and I would like to give her a call.
Yep.
And now I came from doing what? Networking. Get you some business cards if you have to.
Yep.
And also get involved with us social media. That's the only way you're going to get out there, because the times of the days have changed now. Social media gets you out there with just a click of a button.
Yeah. And then also what we also did as well is we also did like workshops, even like with our agencies. We did the little workshops with the actor that we not the actor, but the actual writer of the actual show that he was doing at the time. And like we was able to like bump heads with him and like some of the other actors that co-hosted on that particular show. And that's very helpful when it comes down to networking. And then also go to galas, man.
Go to galas.
Like they help you out too, especially actors galas, because like you could not only bump heads with actors and directors and producers as well, but like it'll let you give you like a head start on like other agencies that might be looking for other talent, and they'll get you an audition quicker than you would if they were like looking for somebody online.
And there'd be a lot of casting directors there.
A lot.
You remember the one 2 years ago?
Yeah.
So say it like that.
Yeah.
And she's like one of the best in Chicago. I'm gonna just say it like that. And that gala was so fun because we got to network with other actors. We got to meet different casting directors and producers, and we actually got remembered for just being there. Certain things, or even going to like certain networking events and landing us here.
Yep.
Today. You know what I mean? Like, this was back in like 2016.
Yeah.
So get out there, get yourself involved with the industry, and be active. And be active online as far as like what we're trying to tell you, because social media plays a big part in today's society. It helps. You have to get involved. Get involved in certain acting groups. Like that's what we did.
Yep.
And that's what got us seen more. And then people will remember you for certain things. You know what I mean? Because you're being involved.
Yep. And like what you want to do is just study. Like when you be active online, like study different roles, man. Take up different acting classes and stuff like that. But what it does is like it keeps you in the loop of like what's going on in the acting world.
Exactly. And I want to say this, aligning with all this as well, staying resilient.
Oh, yeah.
Which is like study being persistent, going for what you want, never giving up. And trust me, William J. Smith could tell this story better than anybody, even when I thought he was done.
Yeah, we're going to stay on this for a minute.
Yeah, I thought he was done. So it was a big modeling event. I'm going to say it like that. I went first. I was good. DJ went. He was good. A couple other girls went. William J. Smith went. Now, Will, tell us what happened as you started to walk up.
At that one agency?
Yeah.
The one in, I think it was in Chicago, right?
Yep.
Right. So I know one was like, he represented by this company.
Yeah, they didn't like when I represented that company. And also, one of the ladies was going to give me a shot. She was hesitant, but she gave me a shot. So I started walking. When I started coming back, because she told me to go front and back like 2 times. While I start coming back for the second time, then she told me to stop. I was like, I came up there and like, I did something wrong. She's like, no. And then she's like, no, you're done. I'm like, I didn't even do nothing. I didn't even start. I didn't finish.
Hey.
I was so mad that day.
No, because so this when we were just struggling. We was like at the height of our struggle, man, and I'm going through things, DJ going through things, and DJ was kind of frustrated, but he still did good. I was frustrated, I did good. Will was just happy as he could be in the car. And he went up there to the runway. He came up, and it was like, is your name William J. Smith? He was like, yeah, you're all done here. You can exit stage left. He was like, man, what did I do? And everybody laughing at him, and I just remember sitting on that couch thinking because that's how I be trying to figure it out. You like, man, like this the last time they gonna overlook me. Mm-hmm. And I remember it happened to me a couple times, and when DJ had got some type of modeling role over me, and I'm like, man, are you serious? Like, what did I do wrong? Well, you trying to talk to all the ladies here, and but I was slipping, and I told myself, I was like, you know what? Next time I'm gonna be more resilient. I'm gonna be more focused. They're gonna say it different now, because I was mad about what they were saying and what they didn't say.
And like, we just gonna stay on this topic just a little bit longer, because I'm gonna break down what staying resilient is, because it's actually a mindset. And when I say that, basically, you don't have to be the best actor or the best person in the world, but if you stay consistent, you'll always get work. But then with staying resilient, you got to stop thinking with your feelings. Yep. And you got to stay disciplined.
Yep.
Like, do it even when you don't want to do it.
Exactly.
Like, staying consistent is basically a routine. And when you stay consistent, you can afford to relax sometimes.
I agree.
Yeah. And like, consistency in the industry always beats out talent. I don't care how talented you are. If you're consistently like booking roles, or if you're consistently getting your name out there in the media, or if you're consistently actually submitting for roles, then eventually you're going to book more than that person that's even more talented than you. And it drives you to become a better person. And exactly. Consistency builds growth as a person.
And that's just like, I love sports. I use it as sports. That's like how you had Allen Iverson. He was a great basketball player. Very great, right?
Yep.
But Kobe was more resilient.
Yep.
The practice, the long hours, willing to put in the work that you're not willing to put in. So now we're going to shoot this back to acting. You have to be like that. You got to have that mentality where I'm going to put in the work even if it kills me. I'm tired. I only got 3 hours of sleep, but I got to study this monologue so I can outperform you at the next audition. So if me and you going at it, you better believe I'm about to outwork you, because I'm resilient. Mm-hmm. I'm going to keep going hard and embrace rejection.
Yeah.
It's part of the game. You're going to get rejected. You're going to, you know how many no's we didn't heard before we heard yes?
30.
30 and counting.
Made for 30.
Man, it was just like, nah, not what we're looking for. Or like, you get these emails, you're like, okay, I know such and such is, you know what I'm saying, finna say this to me.
Man, that was that many, Will?
Yeah, it was about 30.
Yeah. Will got rejected a lot because
I didn't even get a chance to perform. I got it at the door. So.
Because, okay, so we went down to Chicago probably about 3 or 4 times.
Yeah.
But I'm going to say this story because this is resilient.
Yeah.
We stayed resilient.
Yeah.
Snowstorms, rain. It was thundering, bro. We was in downtown Chicago. It was thundering.
Hey, you remember we what happened was like it was thunderstorming and like we went all the way to downtown Chicago, but then like we missed our exit and we ended up in Chinatown.
Man, we ended up in Chinatown. We was like, man, no, I was like, dude, bro, this looks like Chinatown. And, it was a whole nother world, man.
Like I was asking for directions and they didn't even speak no English. I was like, man, and we ain't had GPS at the time either.
No, it was MapQuest. Or Ask Jeeves.
Ask Jeeves.
Yeah, it was one of those two. And you could never ask them that because they always put you up a block or two. So we're like, man, bro, this ain't it. And then you got to, so like common sense would take, okay, we ever have to turn the corner or drive up a little bit. Okay, this it right here.
Yep.
But we was resilient though. And we ended up booking our first agent right around 2018. The top of 2018, I want to say February.
Yeah.
And we started our grind towards November of 2016. And it took Will a whole nother year. So I can count how many times we was going to Chicago for him so he could get an agent because that was our dirty and we didn't want him to be left behind.
Yeah.
But man, I'm like, dude, come on, man. Bro, you got to get this one. And just when he thought he had it, another agent who had rejected him threw salt on him. Tell us about that.
Which one?
So the one that had the training school to it.
Oh,
and then she met you at the other one. And you was like, oh, man, they feeling me in here. And then she popped in the room. And she's like, oh, I know this guy.
Oh, yeah, because she was working at agency part-time.
Yeah.
Because they got mad because they didn't pick their time. But I was going to get the shot. But she's like, no. When she came in, she just messed my whole thing up. I'm like,
And then
I was pretty mad that day.
And then that was crazy because we caught a flat.
Yeah.
So we stuck in downtown Chicago with a flat. And we were struggling. It was like 2017. We put our money together. We got a tire.
Yeah.
And we got back home. And Will still get picked.
Yeah.
But what I liked about Will was, he got the spirit of a warrior because he stayed resilient. Mm-hmm. He stayed persistent. He stayed going after it, and that's what we trying to tell you guys. And
even you get laughed at, I still go.
Oh, you got laughed at, or why you? Y'all need to stop hanging with him. He just don't get it. He just not meant to be no actor.
Yeah.
But Will never listened. He stayed resilient. So eventually, he got a shot a little bit after 2020. But what we've been trying to say is it might take 3 years, it might take 5 years. However long the process is, if this is your passion and this is your heart, you got to stay resilient. Mm-hmm. And you should never have to pay anybody to be famous.
Absolutely not.
Oh, DJ, eat him away on this one, DJ. Eat him away on this one, DJ.
Yeah. Basically, like Al said, like beware of fake talent agencies and beware of like fake talent searches and contests that bait you into like getting into a contest so they can like give you an audition so you could be able to be with their agency, because all that is like scams, man. And like beware of agencies that make you pay money just to be with them. Like if you got to go to the agency and they're telling you this is $495 to join our agency, you need to run away from that, dude.
Oh, so this reminds me of a great story. You know I got to go there.
Yeah.
So I started with my other guy first back in the day, and then it kind of reminded me of that whole setup. So then we went back again. It was me, you, and Will. Mm-hmm. And I said, hold on, Dirty. This reminds me of this other company that just got shut down.
Yep.
This is the same setup. It ain't looking right. They invite you in this big old conference room. Oh, we discovered this person. We discovered this person. And trust me, if you was a star, they would have said they discovered you too.
Yep.
So we like, come on, Holmes. Everybody ain't get discovered here. So, at the point, common sense got to kick in, but they knew a lot of people was green behind the ears, so they were just telling you what you wanted to hear.
Yeah.
So you remember when like they put us all in that put us all in separate rooms to try to get money out of each one of us?
Man, I was finna get there. So that was funny. So they put us all in a separate room because you got what it takes. You didn't even see me act yet. Like, I didn't give you a monologue. I didn't perform or nothing. Oh, no. We'll come in. We'll talk. So one of them said $695. I said, $695 for what? $695 for you to join us. I talked to the head scout, and the head scout said yes. And then, if you look at this pamphlet right here, it'd be $59.95 to keep your picture on the internet for every month that you're with. I'm like, hold on a minute. So, basically, I'm gonna be paying thousands of dollars here. Like, this don't make no sense. So then I was like, I don't have the money. So you gotta remember, this was in 2016, going into 2017.
Yeah.
Call a family member. Call your friends. They didn't even care to say ask your grandparents. I said, you know what? It's time to go. So by the time I got in the hallway, you was already out in the hallway.
Yep.
And I said, DJ, what happened, bro?
I basically got told the same thing. They was like, well, we need $695 from you. I'm like, what? And
Right.
I was like, man, I ain't got all that. And they was like, well, can you ask your friends that you came here with to loan you the money? I'm like, no, I'm pretty sure that they don't got it either. They was like, can you ask a family member? Can you ask your mom? Can you ask your dad?
Right.
Like, we can start the process right now. Can you ask your grandparents, somebody? I'm like,
then they got so desperate, they said they even got half.
yup. That's crazy.
So then Will was in there for a minute, so I was getting kind of worried. I'm like, man, I ain't getting dirty. But I knew Dirty made this mistake because this was his first time, and he was green behind the years.
Yeah.
He said, bro, they want me. I just got to bring them $695. I said, hey, we out of here, bro. I'll
Yep.
tell you the rest in the car.
Yep.
But that was his very first audition, so I expect that to happen.
And it was all different people. Like, you had got a different person. I had got a different person. Will got a totally different person.
All in separate rooms,
That's
trying to
it.
grill us, because just hoping that somebody was going to crack. And once you said no, I'm not finna do this because this don't feel right, they were through with you. You just go sit out in the hallway.
Yep.
So what we basically trying to say is, you should never have to pay nobody to be famous. Watch out for certain agents. You should never have to go down that lane, because anytime an agent asking you for money, you should run, because if they like you, they will sign you.
Yep.
And it's nothing. It's free. Every agent that we got is free.
Yeah.
They get paid when you get paid.
Yep. And before we jump off into the next subject, the only way you'll pay anything is basically if you want to keep your picture on the website.
Exactly.
And that's really nothing.
Exactly. And that's understandable. Like how mine is on auto pay. So every year they take out $25 if you're not in that particular market.
Yep.
So let's say I'm in Wisconsin, but I'm signed with talent agents in Ohio and Indiana. That's $25. And then I'm signed with some in Chicago. Maybe one is $50, and that's the one that you're exclusive with. That ain't nothing. Like I can handle that once a year.
Yeah.
But me paying these amount of dollars just to stay on with this team and that team and that team, and for me to sign with this team, no. You should never have to pay nothing to be famous. But you should don't think that you should be paying for it is current headshots, and you know what I'm saying, just keeping your picture on the website.
Yep.
But most importantly, man, last topic.
Yep.
If you want to make it in show business, you have to be open-minded.
Yeah. You
Got to
do.
be open-minded. Like, if you used to play in a certain role and that's all you want to master is this role, you got to be open to maybe portraying another role if the casting director wants you to.
And
It's crazy, man.
yeah, it is. Being open-minded, what it does is you taking on different roles, and it makes you be diverse as an actual actor. And what it also does is it keeps you from being typecasted.
Exactly. Because, like I said before in the beginning of the show, if you're playing that childhood star, the boy next door type of looks or the girl next door type of looks, then you're going to keep being typecasted as that character.
Yeah.
Or, you're playing the nerdy guy with suspenders. You're going to keep being typecasted as that character. So now you might grow up. You got a six-pack. You're grown to sexy now. And you made the magazine for grown to sexy. But you still, that's Alan the Nerd. Or that's DJ the Nerd. Or that's William J. Smith the plumber guy. He did real good on that show. But then now you're trying to do something serious, but I don't look at you in that way because I don't take you serious because you've been typecasted.
Yep.
So be open-minded to doing different things, different roles. Learn how to produce. Learn how to get into media. Keep yourself out there and keep yourself open. because you're just gonna grow more complete as not just an actor, but just more as a media mogul in general.
Yep, and I'm gonna add to that, Al. What you also want to do is like be open for other projects, like what we're doing right now, radio host, like producer, like Will is, podcasts, docu-series. Like they need people for that, reenactments, improvs. Like you got like actual like places where like they need improv actors and they perform like all the time.
Exactly.
Like we done been to a couple of those shows too.
Exactly.
And then sometimes they need voiceovers. Sometimes you got narrators. Like I forgot the actor name, but I'm not gonna mention it. But like now that he's more of a established actor, but he also does narrators. He does narration too for like certain things, like nature shows and stuff like that.
Yeah.
They need people for that. And then also some people need TV show hosts.
Yeah.
Like Family Feud or something like that.
Yeah. So what we like to call them is social media influencers.
Yep.
It's a lane for everybody these days. And, you know, you could create your own podcast, or you could create your own channel and get yourself out there. But let's go and wrap it up, though, for the Alan and DJ's final thought. DJ, what's your final thought for anybody who's trying to get into show business?
Just build your resume up. Take on any project that you can take on, and stay resilient, man.
Most definitely. And I tell you, just know what you want to be. Know what type of actor you want to be. Know what you want to be in this business. Keep your resume current. Keep your weight, everything current. Continue to keep being resilient, like DJ said. And just always be open-minded, because you never know where opportunities can lie. You think it can come this way from left field, and it might come from right field. And then to the next time for the Alan and DJ show, you can find us on Facebook at Alan Hutchinson, and also IG at Alan Hutchinson. And you can find William J. Smith on Facebook and Instagram as well. And you can also find us on the Alan Hutchinson fan page, Alan and DJ show fan page. And you can also find us at the Alan and DJ show at gmail.com. Until then, stay open-minded, stay well, stay healthy.
Peace.
Yeah.